Alright guys, one more time. This is Jose Mourinho Fans TV, created by a fan for all fans out there. How you guys doing? First things first, I want to give a big shout out to Will Maga and Daniel Max. You guys have been phenomenal. I know you guys are strong Mourinho fans out there and you've been liking, commenting on these videos. I noob or Inub, if I pronounce your name wrong. You guys have been amazing. And one more time, I just want to commend Will Maga for that correction he made when I was trying to refer to the Community Shield as the Carabao Cup. Yes, in my previous video, I did mention that Jose Mourinho won the Community Shield with Manchester United, and I referred to it as the Carabao Cup. So if you add Community Shield to the Carabao Cup and the Europa League, then we would consider Jose Mourinho winning 3 silverwares at Manchester United. Big salute to you, Will Maga, for making that correction. That's why we are here, watching out for each other. Very strong Jose Mourinho fans, you guys, and I really salute you guys for your activity and your comments on the videos. Please keep them coming. Keep liking, sharing these videos. Let all Mourinho fans hear it out there that we are here and we still support the special one. Hey, it's been a very bad week for the special one and his white army of Tottenham Hotspur soccer players, but all is not lost. I still have a lot of hope. I believe Spurs can still win the Premier League trophy. They just have to get back to winning ways. Now, prior to this week, every pundit, everyone that had been negative about Tottenham, all of a sudden start predicting Tottenham to win the Premier League trophy. Okay, all of them, every single pundit, all negative pundits out there, all of a sudden, Tottenham fans began buzzing. They began predicting their team to win the Premier League because Tottenham had been sitting on the top of the Premier League table for 3 consecutive weeks, something that has never happened before. So the fact that they were on top of the league, everyone began believing, oh, they can win the Premier League. We, those who believe in Jose Mourinho, we predicted that they will win the Premier League even before the season began. So we are not basing our prediction on the fact that Spurs were sitting on top of the Premier League table for 3 weeks. Because of that, we still have hope and we are still strongly believing, even though Spurs have drawn to 5th on the Premier League table right now. It could potentially be 7th position, considering that Manchester City still has a game in hand. Aston Villa has 2 games in hand, which if they should potentially win both of them, they could go to 28 points as the table stands right now. So then Spurs would technically drop to 7th position on the Premier League table, or even 8th. So you see, just last week, Spurs were on top of the Premier League table. 1 week later, they could potentially be 7th or 8th on the Premier League table. This season is so tight. It's so tight right now that every little slip on the part of one person and they are dropping down so bad. And therefore, I still have hope. I believe they can easily climb the same way they drop points. They can always gain points and move up the Premier League table. Now, here is the catch. Jose Mourinho has drawn 1, lost 2 of the previous games. He would go back to the drawing board. I believe in him. I know the genius that I support. I know you guys, all Mourinho fans out there, you know the genius that we support. And that's why we follow him from club to club, right? So even though Tottenham Hotspur and their fans, they have started whining, they have started complaining just because they drew 1 and lost the previous 2 games, especially the game at home against Leicester. Come to think of it, Spurs could have won that Liverpool game and broke their home record. They could have. I predicted 3-1 Spurs win, okay? And it could potentially have been the result, considering the fact that We have Steven Bergwijn, great chance, couldn't score. Harry Kane, great chance, couldn't score. That would have been 3-1. My prediction right there. And we would have been talking about a very different story right now if that had happened. Okay? But with that loss, Spurs always seem to have a dampened spirit anytime they lose to Liverpool. If you notice, their form and everything crashed, leading to the sacking of Mauricio Pochettino after they lost to Liverpool in the Champions League final. So you find out that anytime Spurs lose to Liverpool, they have a very, very low spirit, which shouldn't be the case because Liverpool are champions. They are the Premier League champions. That team is really good. So if you lose to Liverpool, that shouldn't have been news. But Spurs players, I don't know what happened to them. Just because they lost to Liverpool, their spirit was so down. They played this Leicester game. I have no idea what happened in that Leicester game. But this is the big catch. This is the big one. This is very pathetic. Tottenham Hotspur fans, I know some of you are very amazing. Ali Gold, Chris Carlin, I watch your videos. I know you guys are phenomenal. You guys are great. But there are some Tottenham Hotspur fans, after the loss against Liverpool, death threats to Steven Bergwijn. This guy is only 23 years old, for crying out loud. For Christ's sake, he is 23. I mean, you want him to be as prolific as Gareth Bale when he was 25? No, the guy is still growing. He's still maturing. Okay? You can't expect everything to go your way every game. You can't send death threats to Steven Bergwijn. You guys managed to troll him until he turned off comments on his Instagram post. That's very pathetic. You see, the fact that we Jose Mourinho fans are supporting you guys and your club right now is just because of Jose Mourinho. But for the behavior of some of you Spurs fans, which is totally uncalled for, which is totally unwarranted, some of us Jose Mourinho fans are beginning to rethink the fact that why is Jose Mourinho in this club? Okay, because we can't leave him alone. We can't stop supporting him. It doesn't matter if he is managing some league or some team in the Chinese top flight or in Australia or Austria or wherever he is. It could be Africa. Wherever Jose Mourinho has a team, we Mourinho fans, we are Mourinho fans. Okay, Mourinho fans for life. We are going to support him anyhow. The behavior of some of you Tottenham Hotspur fans, like some of my colleagues mentioned in the previous video through their comments, is actually very pathetic. I agree totally with you guys, Will Maga, Daniel Max, and all these guys. Your comments, like I said, I totally and greatly appreciate them. Keep them coming. It is very true that some Tottenham fans are just, they just have so low IQ, footballing IQ. I have no idea where they came from, and I have no idea the reason why they support Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, they have absolutely no reason for supporting the club. They are there looking for just the slightest negative. Then they can jump on the back of the team and start slating them. Sending death threats to Steven Bergwijn is the all-time low. For me, it is unwarranted, uncalled for, and should never, ever have happened. Okay? So Tottenham Hotspur fans, those of you that are doing all that, I'm telling you right now, okay? Before Jose Mourinho came to your club, you guys have never talked about winning the Premier League title. That is the fact. It is a fact. Before Jose Mourinho set foot in your club, you guys never thought about winning Premier League title. Okay? But the fact that Jose Mourinho is there and you guys all of a sudden have hopes of winning silverware, of winning Premier League title, it means that you guys still rate Jose Mourinho as the best. And he is, in fact, the best. He is the only one that could deliver silverware or any form of trophy to you guys. And if you begin to behave like this, all the negativity, The fact that they lost one game, two games, drew one, what about all the previous winning streak and unbeaten run? What happened to those? You should know that this is a marathon, not a sprint. The season is a marathon, okay? You find out that let's take Everton for instance, okay? Look at Everton. They started the season brilliantly, winning 4 or 5 on a row, and then they went into a long break, okay? A long break from winning. They struggled so bad, and fell far below the table. Today, just after winning 2 or 3 games, Everton is back on top. In fact, they are ahead of Spurs right now on the table. You know what that means? Spurs, having lost 2 games and drew 1 game, they can potentially put 2 or 3 wins together and be back on top of the Premier League. So you find out this season is unpredictable. The season is so unpredictable. I am looking at the overall marathon, not a sprint. Okay, so you guys, Spurs cannot run away with the league like Liverpool did last season. If that's what you're expecting, no, it wouldn't happen. But I believe that Tottenham Hotspur, they still and will be able to win the Premier League title despite those setbacks that happened within the week. I know Jose Mourinho, he will turn it around. Tottenham are not going to fall as low as Arsenal had, because you guys see what's happening to Arsenal right now in this season. And if they should lose any more games, they could potentially be 16th on the table, and they could potentially be battling relegation. Okay, now this is the big one. This is the big one that I want to drop right now. Spurs fans, prior to Jose Mourinho coming, all your ambition is about finishing above Arsenal. Okay? The fact that you finish above Arsenal, you guys are so happy and excited. We finished above Arsenal. Arsenal went ahead and won the FA Cup, but you guys were so excited you finished above Arsenal on the table. Okay? Would you want to finish above Arsenal this season? Would that still make you happy? You could potentially finish 15th and still finish above Arsenal, because Arsenal right now are just 14 points from 13 or 14 games, I believe. Okay, they only have 14 points so far, and they could potentially be battling relegation. And do you just want to finish above Arsenal, or do you want to have a more ambitious target? Okay, we Mourinho fans have our own targets. It's very ambitious. Mourinho wins silverware. We believe he can win silverwares and the Premier League trophy this season. I believe, I am still holding to the fact that I predicted it even before the season began. So whether Spurs dropped to 7th or whether they dropped from the top spot, I know Jose Mourinho would turn this around and they can go on and win the Premier League title. Now, Spurs have a game coming up on Wednesday against Stoke City. This game they have to take seriously, and I know Jose Mourinho would take this game seriously. It is a starting point to win that cup and then get the boys buzzing, get the winning mentality, and be able, because they could potentially be in the finals. If they can beat Stoke and go ahead and win the semis, they can potentially be in the finals. And that is a cup game. Cup game, one-off game, it could go anyways. So I believe Spurs can start with that and be able to win a trophy, first of all, then go on to try to fight for the Premier League title and the Europa League title. So I'm predicting 3 for Spurs this season. I know Jose Mourinho fans out there believe in Jose Mourinho, but the fact that he is with Tottenham and that team has a different mentality, their fans, some of their fans, their mentality is so weak and so low football IQ that they would keep on sending death threats to players for missing chances, especially very young players like Steven Bergwijn. That is so pathetic. I can't believe it. And this is the all-time low for me from some Tottenham fans. You guys have to stop that, and we Jose Mourinho fans would keep supporting you guys as long as Jose Mourinho is with you, and we believe that he would deliver the trophies. So guys, it is just your brief update, just to let you guys know that whether win or lose, we Mourinho fans, we support him, and we are going to be with him all year round, every single day, every single month, every single hour, every single second. We would be with Jose Mourinho and we would support him anyhow. Okay, win or lose, because we know how these things happen. Football is win, lose, draw. And either way, you just have to bounce back and move on and keep fighting. So once again, I salute you guys, all Mourinho fans out there, and keep believing, because I know that Jose Mourinho, he will do it. He will deliver the trophies. The trophies are coming. All right. Hopefully, I'll be able to make more frequent videos this time, at least for the next few weeks. And then we can go ahead and be able to discuss Jose Mourinho and Tottenham Hotspur, because I know that it's low right now, but I am still buzzing because I know who Jose Mourinho is and I know who I support. So guys, no fears, no worries. Jose Mourinho and his Spurs army would definitely bounce back. Cheers.